now we'll open the floor for questions. We start off with a round. Yes.
I did ask my colleague to present first, but I did not want to forego my presentation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
That's okay.
we had you down for one presentation.
Well, it's very brief. It'll only be 3 minutes.
Fire away.
Thank you. Et merci beaucoup, mesdames et messieurs du.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marc-Boris St-Maurice. I was Director General of NORML Canada, and I'm a founder of Bloc Pot, a provincial party in Quebec, the federal marijuana party, and I direct Centre Compassion in Montreal, which is a cannabis dispensary. I'm a member of the Liberal Party, but that will not prevent me from criticizing your bill. I've been fighting for legalization of marijuana for 25 years, so I'm apologizing if I may seem shocking. That's not personal. It's my duty to criticize the bill. First of all, one mustn't forget that if we are here today, it's because activists like us have fought and been arrested and protested in the streets to demand our rights. So you have an obligation to give proper weight to what we have to say, because we are the most affected and concerned. We are the victims of this prohibition. I don't want to presume anything about your government's intentions. However, according to my experience over the past 25 years, I have a lot of fears about how the government intends to legalize marijuana. After having been persecuted, criminalized, incarcerated, and alienated, excuse me for being dubious, when you talk about eliminating the criminal element from the market, I feel targeted. I'm one of those criminals. Like many Canadians, I have a record exclusively for cannabis-related infractions, and that's why I became an activist. Hearing that I'm going to be eliminated from the market, I feel threatened, and when I'm threatened, I want to defend myself. We should be talking about how to recover and legitimize people like me, legalize us, in other words. But prohibition did not eliminate me. Legalization certainly won't either. You should look at what's being done in Oakland, California, where they give priority to people who have cannabis-related criminal records to apply for permits to distribute cannabis. This organization admits that there's been harm done to these people. That is the first step towards reconciliation. We're not organized crime. Cannabis is disorganized crime, if it's anything. We have to create a diversified market open to everyone, and what's most important to me is the rights of entrepreneurs who come out of the cannabis community to integrate into this new industry. We're not asking heterosexuals to manage all the businesses in the gay community, nor Catholic churches to look after halal and kosher meat. So why are we putting the responsibility for cannabis in the hands of people who don't know anything about the product? We, the users, producers, suppliers, and activists have created an industry and have unequaled expertise in this matter. The loss of this expertise and knowledge would be a disaster for the new marijuana industry. The existing market is too well established to not have a role in the distribution of cannabis. We'll never agree to be set aside from this new industry for which we have been fighting for over 25 years. That would be further injustice and an insult to all those who paid the price and for the fight against prohibition. Many categories of producers have to be created to allow all kinds of models to coexist in a dynamic market, and this has to include people from my community. There seems to be some kind of shame or guilt around the pleasure people can have in consuming cannabis. Why is this true for cannabis and not alcohol? We celebrate our winemakers and our microbreweries. Great wines are considered great art, and rightly so. We use it for all kinds of celebrations and weddings and what have you. But somebody who likes marijuana has to hide in a back street alley. Why? For most users, it's recreation, it's relaxation. It doesn't cause any major problem at all. So I fear that the problem with legalization as proposed is that we're trying to temper this shame by giving us the illusion of good social conscience. We have to broach the subject by thinking about the majority for which consumption of marijuana does not present a problem at all. We have to let go of this model that only looks at problem cases. Badly executed legalization will not be a good idea and will be no better than prohibition. So I'm pleased to be here, and I'm open to answering all your questions and contributing to make this a good system for all Canadians. Thank you.
Our 7-minute question.